Hey yo, what up? What up? It's Lamech with Selah Sports TV back at it again. Chill. Let's talk a little music. And I guess I need to do the quotes music, quote unquote music, because hip hop is barely music these days. Um, why am I saying that? Well, when you listen to the average hip hop record, when you listen to 9 out of 10 hip hop records, what's gonna be the message? What's the sentiment? And for some of you older guys around my age, I need y'all to stand down on this one because y'all might say some shit like gangster rap, right? Because that was like the thing of our generation, but nah, that ain't it no more. Gangster rap ain't even it's not even socially accepted no more, right? So it ain't gangster rap, and it's definitely not the brand of gangster rap that we came up on, right? The shit they call gangster rap is not what we grew up on. And I ain't even saying I'm not even saying like it's good that we grew up on that shit. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's different. That's it. There's no way you can call what they listen to and what we listen to the same. There's no resemblance. So, back to my question. What is the sentiment of most of today's hip hop music? I'm going to go ahead and answer that for you. The sentiment is I fucked your bitch. Right? I fucked your bitch. I fucked your bitch. I fucked his bitch. I fucked your bitch. That's the sentiment. And I ain't even talking about this guy right now. I'm talking about these guys. I'm talking about hip hop. Like, I'm not going to put all of this on Drake, right? I'm not. Actually, I'm not going to put a lot of that on Drake. Let me throw this out there because I could already see. I know how emotional thinkers work, right? I'm gonna just go ahead and do this quick disclaimer. I'm not a Drake fan. Never liked Drake. He's boring. He's a nerd. He's a dork. He's a dweeb. He's a fucking clown, right? He's a culture vulture. He's fake. I've never liked Drake, right? Never. I've never liked him. Um, what's that old album he had? I thought it was some shit on there. What was it? Was it was it Take Care? I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. He had he had like one or two joints with some joints on there. I give him that, but like nah, not my cup of tea at all. Right? Not my cup of tea at all, bruh. Never was. So everything I'm saying is based off of it's just the way I see it. It ain't got nothing to do with me having a dog in a race. I don't have one. Now, we gotta admit, rap has been doing a lot of fucking other people's bitches, right? And bragging about it on these records. We gotta admit that. I mean, they still do it. Every song is gonna be at least five references to fucking somebody's bitch. And personally, in an era like this, and I'm talking about in a real era, in today's real world, do you even get points for that? You get points for fucking somebody's bitch these days? As easy as it is? As low as loyalty is out in these streets, you really gonna brag about fucking somebody's bitch? Okay, let's talk about it. Um, Number one, I realize I understand it's a huge beef going on between Drake and a lot of these guys, but the main one is Drake and Kendrick Lamar, right? That beef is over. Kendrick Lamar has destroyed this guy. Not only him, but his career, maybe. His career won't be the same. Like the things that came out in that battle, I don't think you can just like I don't think you just take a couple months off and do some summer songs with a fake Jamaican accent and have everything disappear. I don't think that works this time. I don't, right? But I also know how forgetful and intellectually lazy most niggas is. So who knows? Like people might allow him to come right on back and vulture up some more, right? I wouldn't be shocked either way. But what I'm saying all that to say this don't really have nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar, right? The nature of their beef is not it didn't initiate from I fucked your bitch or I fucked your bitch isms, right? Uh Drake and Pusha T in my Kendrick Lamar voice. Pusha T didn't go at Drake because of no I fucked your bitch shit, right? Even though Drake, as he always does, he did have to mention that man's fiance, right? He did do that. He has to do that. But we're gonna talk about that. But what I'm saying is, I think that was some rap shit. Kendrick Lamar's beef, rap shit. Pusha T, his beef, I thought was some rap shit, right? Meek Mill, I don't think Drake, at the time Meek Mill was with Nicki Minaj, I don't think Drake got to it. For one, I gotta say, it just feels corny to even talk about this. Who's fucking and all that shit. I'm really not talking about that. I'm talking about the reactions. Okay? I hope you guys understand that. Anyway, I don't think Drake got to Nicki Minaj, but he wanted to. Right? He definitely wanted to. And because of that, Meek Mill dropped his album and caught feelings because we know Meek Mill, he ain't the brightest star in the sky. Meek is Meek. He ain't that smart. I mean, but he's emotional, right? He's going to tell you exactly how he feel at the moment, whether it's good for him or not. So he caught feelings because Drake, a whole nother man who's not on your team. He ain't on MMG. He ain't from Philly. You ain't grow up with him. You don't know him. You ain't related to him. But you decided to catch feelings because he didn't tweet your album. I'm sure every rapper didn't tweet your album though, right? So I doubt it was about that. What I think, and this is all alleged, what I think is that Meek knew that dude was hating. Dude knew that he was hating on that Nicki Minaj shit, right? So he chose that moment to just go ahead and spark some shit. But really, that was very feminine, and Meek, I'm sure if he can go back in time, he wouldn't have done it that way, right? Now, we got to stay on Meek real quick because you got to put a little bit of respect on Meek Mill's name. Because if it wasn't for Meek Mill, and hear me clearly, none of this would be happening. If it wasn't for Meek Mill, he wouldn't have a scratch on him today. If it wasn't for Meek Mill. If it wasn't for Meek Mill, Drake would not have a scratch on him today. Right? Meek Mill is the one that did the lethal damage to him when he put it out there that this guy don't fucking write his raps. That was a bombshell. That right there exposed Drake as a culture vulture. It's like, what are you doing here then? What are you doing here? We thought you really had the talent to steal everybody's flow. It's still fucked up. See, Jay-Z, he was stealing flows, but at least he was doing it. It was him doing it. Yeah, Jay-Z, he was swagger jacking like a motherfucker. But it was him with the pen. At least it was him. This guy is literally hiring out, right? He's going on Fiverr to hire out and steal all these flows, right? And jack all these beats. That's just in your face culture vultureism. Right? That's just in your face with it. But back to the topic at hand. Does anybody think it's somewhat hypocritical for these rappers? Not all of them, right? Maybe not all of them, but then maybe all of them. Isn't it somewhat hypocritical for them to go at Drake about going after they bitches or they wives or they girlfriends. Forgive me, going after they wives, their girlfriends, and all of that. Isn't that somewhat hypocritical? And I'm just talking about them for now. We gonna get on. We gonna talk about Drake, right? I think it is. I think it is because they never see the problem is the problem that I have, not just with them but with anybody. I'm a man of principle. I'm gonna stand on principle. See, when you stand on principle, it don't matter who's doing it. You're gonna run people through that filter. It don't matter who it is. But most people ain't standing on principle these days. Most men ain't even standing on principle these days. Most men, before they can stand on principle, they gotta say, wait, do I like him, so I like him, so this is cool. I don't like him, so that's cool. Trust me, this is a sports channel for the most part, and I see the same thing in the sports world, right? I see the same fucking thing in the sports world. You got Canelo fans, that they want everybody to fight everybody, right? They got so much to say about everybody else. Who they want to discredit everybody else, but then give Canelo a pass for not fighting nobody. Tank Davis, his fans, they get on with Canelo. Why hydration clauses and this and that? Tank Davis, when he does it, no problem. Nobody's standing on principle, right? Now back to this bullshit. Same fucking concept. Same concept. If these rappers are against their girls getting fucked, then that means you shouldn't be saying that shit on your records. Right? You shouldn't be saying that. You shouldn't be saying it on your records. And you damn sure shouldn't be saying as much as y'all say it. That's damn near all y'all talk about. That's damn near all y'all talk about. Now let's talk about Drake real quick. Because I didn't say none of that to let his punk ass off the hook. Drake has a fucking problem. He's sick. Like, he legit sick. Like, Drake, Lil Wayne signed Drake, right? He looked at this corny motherfucker, right? But he was like, yeah, he can sing. He got a look to him, and he can read, right? He can read these raps. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's sign this guy. Lil Wayne signed him at the time to the hottest label in music, right? Did that happen or not? Okay, so when Lil Wayne goes to prison, Drake fucks Lil Wayne's girl. Like, some things that's just crazy. Like, something's supposed to say, nah, you're supposed to have some type of loyalty in you, right? But I know what it is with this guy. I know what it is with this guy. See, he's not used to that. Well, he might be now. I ain't been in the game like 15, 20 years, so he's probably used to it now. But when he in his soul, he's a cornball. In his soul, he's a cornball seeking validation. So anytime he's receiving it, he has no choice but to like fall head over heels for the shit. Because he ain't used to it. Right? He ain't used to getting girls on his own merit. Right? You can see anybody that's been through anything, anybody, like, we seen this before. We seen this before. It's nothing new. But this guy, they say this guy, man, he's so sick. Like, it ain't just about I'm fucking all these rappers, girls, so I can get one up on them. That, while I don't agree, I think it's disgusting, and we're gonna talk about that. But at least that would be strategic, right? That's some strategic, crazy type of mental warfare type shit, right? But no. They saying this guy, it don't matter who it is. Like, if he at the bank and he doing business with you at the bank and he see your wife, he's gonna put a plan together to try to fuck your wife. It don't matter who it is. Like, it don't matter who it is. Regular guys, popular guys, don't matter. That's what he on. That's not respectable. That's not respectable. And just on a side note, who the fuck wanna fuck behind some rappers? You gotta be kidding me. The last thing, man, I'm not. What? You think I'm gonna target some rapper's chick? A lot of these dudes sus as fuck. I'm not fucking behind them. You gotta watch who you fuck behind, man. That's why the Most High wanted us to be. Forgive me. That's why the Most High wanted us to have virgins, right? He wanted these women to be covered by their fathers and protected by their fathers and brothers until they was ready for marriage, so that we was getting something that was untampered with, right? And I know, like, I get it. Like, we grew up in the same society, so I'm not coming down on women for nothing, because none of us are living the way none of us are living that way these days, right? But that was the intent. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, the last thing I'm gonna be doing is trying to fuck behind Lil Wayne. You crazy? Meek Mill. Rick. Nah, man. I'm not. No. Like, if a broad, if I see she fuck with somebody with a lifer, if she fuck with a dude who been in jail 10 years, I'm not. 5 years. If she was in a relationship with a dude who was in prison for 5 years, she ain't got to worry about me trying to fuck her. Nope. See, I know sex is not, it's just not a physical act, right? I ain't even trying to get into no metaphysical type of sermon or nothing like that, but it's more than what people think it is. I'm not sharing, like, that space is a little too small to be sharing with another dude. Too small for me anyway. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. That's borderline gay, which what a lot of these dudes are doing. Setting out to fuck somebody else's wife. Like, people do all types of nasty shit when they behind closed doors, and you want to be in the midst of that? It's gross. It's gross. But I like how academics, all of a sudden, guys like that, academics is and to a lesser degree, Carcino, right? Because they both were big time Drake fans, right? Big Drake fans, right? Huge Drake fans. But all of a sudden now they starting to, Carcino, he's just going in on Drake and shit. And now even academics, he calling them out. But see, he's been doing this shit. They, like, I don't see what's new. I don't understand. Like, when Meek Mill bodied Drake, I mean, when Meek Mill put that information out and then got bodied by Drake. Meek Mill he let his fingers do the talking on Twitter, and then Drake got his writers on the phone and they bodied Meek Mill, right? And the same thing with Pusha T. When he bodied Drake, like, them dudes, Carcino and academics and a bunch of other people, they was going at them. They was mad as shit. They was tight. But you see how things change, don't you? You see how things change. Maybe now we can get a little honesty in these raps from these rappers, right? Maybe now, and you don't have to preach and say, no, it's not okay to fuck. I mean, you do what you want. Make it a cool song. Make it a cool song how it's not okay to be like trying to fuck everybody girl. Like, that's not good. And that's not what a king's supposed to be doing. Listen, I don't care if Shorty is throwing a pussy at you like Joe Montana. I'm talking about perfect spirals, hitting you in the numbers or trying to while you running. I don't care if she throwing that shit like that. Phillip Rivers, right? I don't give a fuck. it's on you to be a king, right? It's on you to be a king. Women, I trust a woman, but women going to be women. A woman is going to be a woman, and all of them don't move like that, right? Without a doubt, all of them don't move like that. But a woman is going to be a woman, and I'm going to leave it there. But a man's supposed to be a man. A man ain't supposed to waver. A man's supposed to keep his back straight no matter what. He ain't supposed to fold for some pussy. He ain't just supposed to melt and shit. Like, that's feminine. And don't get me wrong, it's a time and a place for everything. It's a time to smash that motherfucker to smithereens. If she ain't attached to nobody, absolutely. Right? Absolutely. But to be out here going after people's wives and girlfriends and all that, and constantly putting people's girls in your rap and shit, that shit need to stop. And now that shit then leaked over into sports. Well, boxing, right? Same type of fuck boys, because that's only fuck boys doing that. Tank Davis is up there. Yeah, see, I'm gonna go find your girl. He's up there talking about Frank Martin's girl. Like, you about to fight this guy, and you bringing up his girl. Like, for what? That's some whole shit. That's some whole shit. And Tank, like, yeah, right. Don't no women want no Tank Davis, bruh. Ain't no women trying to get choked up out their seat for this little pint-sized motherfucker. Cabbage Patch doll looking motherfucker. I'm gonna go find your girl and do what? What you gonna do? Trick off? That's about it. Ryan Garcia, bringing up everybody's girlfriend and shit. I'm gonna fuck this person. I fucked his wife. I fucked George Campbell's. Like, clown shit. Really saying that shit and still expect to be left alone. That's crazy to me. That's crazy, bro. To be talking like that about somebody and expect to live on. I was just trolling. I was just joking. Fuck out of here. Motherfuckers is weird, man. Motherfuckers is weird. That's weird behavior. You putting people's family in your shit. That mean the rule used to be no women and kids. That used to be the rule. But you see, that ain't the rule no more. Because you got these scumbags, right? They're going to do the women and kids first. But hey, that's where we at. That's where we at. Hey, if you like the video, bang off on that like button one time. Peace.